The drama begins in the small rural town of Fugua, where everyone knows each other and the community loudspeaker seems more important than the television. There lives Su Qiao, a bubbly, strong girl who is always busy. In the town, they appreciate her for her energy and because she never leaves anyone behind. But her life is not exactly easy. She lost her family and only has her uncle left, who is supposed to take care of her. Although in practice she is the one who supports him, pays the bills and carries the burden of the business that is barely staying afloat. From the very beginning, the dynamic in her house is clear. Su Qiao gets up early, breaks her back working, and when she looks over, her uncle is still lying in bed as if the world would fix itself. She wakes him up with complaints because every day he oversleeps, the store loses more money. The man defends himself with jokes and that, relax, we'll deal with it later attitude that lights Su Qiao's fuse. To get out of doing the hard work, the uncle proposes a game of rock paper scissors. Whoever loses makes the deliveries for the day, including an order related to pigs. Su Qiao, confident, accepts. And since her uncle is an expert cheater, she ends up losing and running out with the order, with her school uniform hardly fixed, because she's already late on top of everything. On that very same day, an elegant car arrives in town that looks like it's from another planet for a place like that. Out of it steps Lin Zilu, a handsome guy, with a city presence and an air of, I don't belong in this place. People stare, because in Fugua anything new becomes the topic of the month. Lin Zilu doesn't arrive by chance. He's hiding. He was an actor and was just about to explode into fame, but his life twisted because of a scandal and an accident that left him with a heavy emotional burden. His company gave him a long break, almost like a controlled escape, and he chose a remote spot to breathe, disappear from the noise and get his head back together. His plan for peace breaks from the very first minute. The road gets blocked by animals. He decides to get out and walk through the fields, puts on his headphones and crosses the crops looking at the landscape as if he wanted to restart his life. And that's when Su Qiao appears, seeing him stepping on the land she has just watered and fixed. Her blood boils, not only because of the work he might ruin, but because her day was already loaded. She confronts him to get him off the field, but Lin Zilu doesn't even notice because of the headphones. Su Qiao tries to take them off, he reacts abruptly, pushes her without meaning to and she falls face first. To her, that's total disrespect. Instead of helping her, he worries about not dropping what he's holding in his hand, and that coldness makes him look terrible to her. In a matter of seconds they're marked. They don't know each other, but they already dislike each other. Su Qiao arrives late to school and sneaks in as always with her friends. Wang Nianyu and Fang Liang are already used to jumping a wall to get in before the school ceremony, and Guan Jinjin usually covers for them so they won't be punished. That day, the teacher is stricter. She scolds Su Qiao about her grades, tells her she's a disaster and that there are no excuses, that studying is her responsibility. Su Qiao swallows the embarrassment and feels the pressure of a life that never gives her a break. She works, runs, fixes things, and still gets pointed at as if she were lazy. In the middle of that tense atmosphere, the new kid appears. Lin Zilu. The teacher introduces him and he says his name trying to act normal, but his face and bearing make half the class stare at him. The teacher tells him to find a seat where there's space and by bad luck, the only empty seat is next to Su Qiao. She gets upset because the last thing she wants is to have the guy who pushed her in the field sitting right next to her. She complains, but the teacher shuts her down immediately, as if her opinion didn't matter. Lin Zilu sits down, ignores her, and Su Qiao silently promises to make him suffer. Lin Zilu also holds a grudge. He notices that Su Qiao has something hidden in her backpack, a little animal, and calmly takes it out in front of everyone, as if he wants to turn her into a show. The classroom goes wild, the teacher gets angry, and Su Qiao ends up exposed and punished. She tries to fix it with an innocent face, but Lin Zilu looks at her like he knows she's acting. Su Qiao declares war on him. To her, this guy is not just the new kid, he is the enemy. When Su Qiao returns home, her body is tired and her mind is lit up. On top of that, she hears noises inside and thinks there's a burglar, because she had just seen her uncle at the store. She grabs a pot, goes in ready to hit someone, and freezes when she sees that the intruder is not a burglar. It's Lin Zilu. Her uncle walks in like it's nothing and drops the bomb. Lin Zilu has rented the room downstairs. Su Qiao explodes and demands that they throw him out. But her uncle tells her how much he's going to pay in rent, a sum that for them is like pure air. Su Qiao swallows her pride. She agrees to live with him for the money, even though inside she wants to scream. From there on, the house becomes a boxing ring, but with strange rules. Lin Zilu wants silence and rest. The town runs on noise. The town's loudspeaker announces everything. Su Qiao, for her part, gets so used to fighting that every time she runs into Lin Zilu, she reacts with yelling or threats. He tries to ignore her, but living together is unavoidable. Breakfast, hallways, the store, school. In a burst, Su Qiao thinks Lin Zilu has a secret and blurts it out without filter, thinking that with that she'll have him under control. At first, Lin Zilu panics, imagining she knows the truth about the scandal, but Su Qiao only understands part of it, that he was famous and ran away from the city. He asks her to keep quiet. She promises to lock the secret in a deep well, but 5 minutes later the town loudspeaker is already announcing it as news. Lin Zilu realizes that Su Qiao doesn't know how to keep anything to herself, and he's furious. At school, the effect is immediate. They surround him asking for photos, autographs and throwing looks. Lin Zilu suffocates under the attention he specifically wanted to avoid. To escape, he makes a dirty move. He says he'll sign autographs if everyone comes that night to eat at Su Qiao's house. People get excited, the plan is set, and Su Qiao gets the news as if someone had thrown a rock at her. While everyone talks about the dinner, Lin Zilu hides in a classroom to rest and checks his phone. A friend from the city texts him asking when he's coming back, and Lin Zilu decides to ignore him. Tired of life constantly humiliating her, Su Qiao decides to get back at him again. She tells Lin Zilu she's going to take him to see the best place in town. He agrees because he still hasn't seen anything, and she leads him to a field where several elderly ladies are working. With an innocent smile, Su Qiao announces that Lin Zilu has come as a volunteer. Before he can say no, they're already dressing him in work clothes, putting gloves on him and assigning him tasks. Lin Zilu ends up trapped. The ladies treat him kindly, but they make him carry things and sweat, and he can't run away without looking like the bad guy. Su Qiao feels a little guilty, so she ends up helping too, and the friends join in as well. In the end, Lin Zilu finds out that the work actually had pay, and that Su Qiao was planning to keep it all. She justifies herself by saying that she already feeds him and cooks for him, so he has to earn his food. Lin Zilu holds it in, but the friction is already starting to turn into something else. They fight, yes, but they also watch each other, get used to each other and start reading between the lines. That night they have a bigger argument. Trying to hurt him, Su Qiao brings up the scandal and throws at him that he was probably pushed aside because of rumors, that he's not as innocent as he pretends. Lin Zilu hardens. For the first time, it's clear that the topic hurts him. And then, without any act, he explains what happened. He went to a work dinner with a co-worker to meet an important producer, and that producer tried to cross the line with her. Lin Zilu defended her and made the producer look ridiculous. Since then, they fabricated stories about him, the gossip spread, and his career filled with shadows. Su Qiao is left frozen. She feels guilty for having stabbed him with that. She apologizes and tells him he did the right thing. Lin Zilu feels relieved. Someone finally believes him without asking for 1,000 proofs. That very night, he decides he'll stay in Fugua longer and calls his manager to say he won't be back soon. With the truce comes something more practical. Su Qiao asks him for help with the accounting. In the town, almost everything is put on tab, everything is written down by hand, and the accounts look like a spider web. Lin Zilu has an organized mind and helps her record debts, organize sales and put some control in place. He also starts working. He makes deliveries, distributes drinks, helps in the store when the uncle goes out to buy merchandise. Little by little, the business stops falling and starts to breathe. Su Qiao gets excited when she sees that, finally, her efforts are producing something. But Su Qiao doesn't know how to do anything without turning it into an opportunity. She realizes that Lin Zilu explains things well and drags him into tutoring a kid from town, charging money. He refuses, but she pressures him and he ends up accepting. Then she sells him as the miracle tutor and makes a list of kids. Not satisfied with that, she also takes advantage of the fact that Lin Zilu sings and has him give mini concerts for older ladies and neighbors. When it's time to split the earnings, Lin Zilu thinks he's finally going to get a decent amount. And Su Qiao gives him a pittance, on top of saying that it's more than enough. Lin Zilu is in shock. He tries to get back at her and chooses the most painful blow. He throws Su Qiao's notebook into the water. She goes still, as if something inside her had gone out. That notebook was a keepsake from her grandmother, something personal. Instead of yelling, Su Qiao leaves quietly and ends up crying somewhere else. Lin Zilu, who was expecting a fight, is thrown off. He asks the friends and understands the weight of what he's done. Guilt crashes down on him. He goes looking for her, finds her fishing and decides to help her. He apologizes sincerely, without arrogance. Su Qiao forgives him because, despite everything, she has a big heart. From that day on, they agree to lower the war level and start being real friends. In that conversation, Su Qiao tells him her life without sugarcoating it. Since she lost her parents, she lived with her grandmother. She worked from a young age. Then her grandmother died too, and she was left with an irresponsible uncle that she ended up taking care of. Lin Zilu listens and feels a kind of empathy he didn't have before. When he talks about himself, he admits that he loves music, composing, recording sounds, and creating melodies. Su Qiao tells him that in the town there are sounds that don't exist in the city. River, birds, wind, animals, quiet nights. Lin Zilu tries it, records the environment, mixes sounds, and ends up with a pretty melody. He gets excited as if he had recovered part of his identity. He starts recording videos and sends them to his friend in the city, who is surprised and decides to visit him. During the mini vacation, his city friend comes back. Su Qiao becomes a total fan of the visitor, recognizes him as a celebrity, and shows him around the town to introduce him. People gather, want photos, and the atmosphere heats up. Lin Zilu, who always pretends not to care about anything, gets jealous when he sees that for the first time Su Qiao is not looking at him with all her attention. She treats the visitor like an honored guest. She brings him food, goes with him to film a vlog, and even offers her room for him to sleep in. In the end, Lin Zilu agrees to share a room with his friend so that Su Qiao can sleep in his bed and not feel uncomfortable. In the middle of the vacation, the teacher shows up at the house with weird excuses, and it's clear she likes the uncle. Su Qiao notices and makes fun of it, because to her the uncle is a disaster. The scene ends in embarrassment but helps ease the tension. That visit also brings pressure. The city friend insists that Lin Zilu should come back, that he shouldn't throw away his future, that the stage is his destiny. Lin Zilu stands firm. He says that in Fugua he can breathe better, that here he feels like a person and not a product. Before leaving, the friend drops a comment to Su Qiao, that Lin Zilu looks strong on the outside, but inside he is fragile and needs support. Su Qiao hears it without fully understanding, but the phrase sticks in her. Shortly after, Su Qiao comes across strange searches on a computer. Medications related to depression. She gets scared. She starts connecting things. The way Lin Zilu isolates himself, the weight he carries, how quickly he breaks on the inside. In her head, it becomes a red alarm. Su Qiao doesn't know how to handle it and runs to tell Guan Jinjin, Wang Nianyu, and Fang Liang. The three of them take it seriously and decide to take care of him, as if it were an emergency. They bring him gifts, food, accompany him everywhere, and take away his privacy. Lin Zilu realizes the misunderstanding and, instead of clearing it up immediately, takes advantage of it a little. He acts exhausted, sad, like he has no energy, because he discovers that Su Qiao attends to him in a second. She brings him food, helps him with tasks, keeps him company, and even his friends become guards. They want to sleep in his room to watch over him. At first, Lin Zilu laughs about it on the inside, because he's finally winning something in that prank war. But soon he feels trapped. He can't even breathe without someone being on top of him. One night he decides to sneak out for a walk in silence, with headphones on, just to clear his mind. Su Qiao wakes up, doesn't find him, and panics. She shakes Fang Liang and Wang Nianyu awake, sends them to look for him, and with her level of anxiety she ends up grabbing the town loudspeaker to announce that Lin Zilu is missing. Within minutes, half the town is out looking for him as if it were a rescue mission. Lin Zilu sees people running toward him, gets scared and tries to move away, but they catch up with him, surround him and drag him back. Su Qiao, crying, thinks she's saving him, and Lin Zilu is furious because he just wanted to walk. In the end, she apologizes, admits she went too far, and he, seeing that she did it out of worry, forgives her. After that chaos, Lin Zilu seriously considers going traveling to calm everything down. Su Qiao, in extreme mode, takes the loudspeaker and apologizes publicly in front of the town. She promises she will not act without asking again, that she will be more honest and that she won't bother him so much. That gesture touches Lin Zilu, and he decides to stay, also because exams are coming and he wants to focus on something concrete too. With more calm, Lin Zilu manages to sell a song and gets paid. He wants to go to the city to buy things and meet the person who bought his work. He asks Su Qiao to go with him, but she refuses with a strange intensity. Lin Zilu investigates and discovers the truth. Su Qiao has a phobia of the city because she associates it with death. On one trip, her grandmother died, on another she lost her parents, and since then she feels that if she goes back, something terrible will happen. Lin Zilu feels for her, but he also believes that if she never faces it, she will remain trapped. He and her uncle make a questionable plan, to take her while she's asleep so she can't prepare herself for the fear. They put her in the car while she sleeps. Su Qiao wakes up on the road and has a breakdown. She cries, screams, begs them to let her get out. Lin Zilu stands firm, because he believes that if she overcomes that first blow, she'll be able to rewrite the idea that city equals tragedy. The arrival is hard. Su Qiao freezes, tenses up, says something bad is going to happen. Lin Zilu takes a deep breath, puts music on her headphones and guides her calmly. He takes her step by step, shows her streets, shops, quiet places, and forces her to stay until her body stops shaking. After finishing the business with the song, Lin Zilu tries to make up for it with something fun and takes her to an amusement park. There he realizes that Su Qiao is also afraid of heights and the plan turns into a disaster. She screams, he gets irritated, and at one point he walks away in a bad mood. Su Qiao runs after him and almost has an accident, but Lin Zilu reacts in time and protects her. That's when he calms down and apologizes. He admits that he only wanted to help her overcome her fear, even if he didn't know how to do it right. Again, music serves as a bridge. Su Qiao calms down, and over time, without realizing it, starts to see the city as something less monstrous. When Lin Zilu confirms that she can breathe now, they go back to Fugua. Back in town, reality hits. Exams are here. Su Qiao tries to study and fails, because she has no foundation. Lin Zilu sits with her thinking it's just math, but discovers she's missing everything. So he starts from the most basic, patiently, as if he were giving her back the years she couldn't live normally because she was working. Su Qiao puts in the effort, and in return she becomes his assistant. She helps him in the store, runs errands, goes with him without complaining. Without saying it, Lin Zilu is happy. They're finally getting along in a real way, not just out of convenience. One day, while they're studying, Lin Zilu falls asleep with one earbud in. Curious, Su Qiao listens to the audio, and is shocked. It's her voice as a child, promising to marry her childhood friend when they grew up. That's when Su Qiao connects everything. Lin Zilu was that friend. He left town when his dad got a better job, and from then on they lost touch. Su Qiao feels deeply embarrassed thinking that Lin Zilu recognized her and pretended not to. Lin Zilu wakes up, sees that she listened to the audio, and the air turns weird. They're both uncomfortable, avoid each other, and the tension rises because now there are feelings no one wants to name. Su Qiao tells Guan Jinjin. Her friend tells her to stop lying to herself, that it's obvious she still likes him. Su Qiao denies it out of fear. She says she doesn't want to confess and be rejected, she doesn't want to go through another loss. Meanwhile, a huge opportunity comes up. An invitation arrives to a variety show. They tell Lin Zilu that if he participates, he could become famous again, leave what he went through behind and chase his musical dream in a big way. Lin Zilu is torn in two. On the one hand, his dream. On the other, the peace of the town and the affection that grew with Su Qiao and the group. But before he can decide calmly, a problem explodes at home. The village chief shows up to demand a big debt from the uncle. It turns out the uncle borrowed money and never paid it back. They suggest selling the car or the store. Su Qiao is furious. The store is her grandmother's legacy, the only solid thing she had left. She feels betrayed. She takes the keys from her uncle, kicks him out of the house and leaves him with nothing. Every time he comes near, Su Qiao comes out with a broom like a security guard. Lin Zilu tries to soften her, but she's closed off. They argue. Lin Zilu tells her she's being too harsh, that the uncle will end up in the street, and Su Qiao gets offended. That clash opens a rift between them. In the middle of that tension, a real danger appears. A disturbed man tries to set the store on fire. Su Qiao runs to stop him and is almost attacked. Lin Zilu passes by, sees what's happening and steps in without thinking. When the attacker turns on Lin Zilu, the uncle appears and takes the hit for them. The town steps in, the attacker is arrested, and the village chief thanks the uncle for protecting them. Su Qiao breaks down. Even if the uncle is irresponsible, he also put his body on the line for her. She realizes that not everything is black and white. Shaken, Su Qiao lowers her guard. She decides to support her uncle, but with boundaries. They focus on paying off the debt, working and rebuilding their lives. In the end, they sell what they have to in order to pay what they owed and leave the store as a place of peace, not war. More mature now, Su Qiao understands that clinging to anger gets her nowhere. Lin Zilu also understands that her life is harder than he ever imagined. Meanwhile, Fang Liang is living his own story. He's in love with Guan Jinjin and feels like he's going to lose her. Su Qiao and Lin Zilu push him to confess. Fang Liang goes all in, but at first Guan Jinjin rejects him and he's devastated. Over time, and after an important loss in the town, Guan Jinjin starts seeing him differently. She tells him she'll give him a chance once they finish school and get into university. Fang Liang comes back to life as if someone had handed his soul back. In Su Qiao and Lin Zilu's story, another small conflict pops up when Lin Zilu creates a social media account and uploads old photos of the group and of Su Qiao as a child. She thinks someone wants to humiliate her and gets angry. But then she discovers it was him. Lin Zilu explains that it wasn't to make fun of her, but to keep memories, because that childhood was a refuge for him and he wants to preserve it. Su Qiao understands and forgives him. That gesture, instead of pushing them apart, brings them closer. Lin Zilu shares a song he's working on. Su Qiao loves it and her heart starts racing. At that point she accepts that, even if she denies it, she still feels something for him. Lin Zilu decides to ask her out. Su Qiao dresses up, looks different, and Lin Zilu is surprised because he always saw her in work mode. They spend a quiet time together, with music and conversation, and get closer. But life in the town doesn't stop. A death occurs that saddens everyone. At the funeral, Su Qiao, who has already lost too many people, is deeply affected. Lin Zilu stays by her side, more serious, more human, as if he finally understands the magnitude of her fear of loss. Then the hardest blow comes. Lin Zilu's father shows up in Fugua. He doesn't come for a warm visit. He comes with orders. He wants Lin Zilu to go back to the city and focus on studying. Lin Zilu resists, says he's fine in the town. His father gets tough and threatens to cut off their father-son relationship if he doesn't obey. Su Qiao steps in and fights for Lin Zilu, saying that he's smart, that music is his talent, that he doesn't need to be crushed to be someone. The father offers a deal. Lin Zilu goes back for a year, gets good grades, gets into a good university, and then he can decide. He even leaves money so that Su Qiao and her uncle can rebuild the business. Su Qiao tries to be strong. She tells Lin Zilu she'll wait for him, even if it hurts inside. When she thinks he's already gone, she breaks down. And then Lin Zilu shows up. It was a joke to see her reaction. Su Qiao hits him out of fright. He apologizes, and decides to do things right. He meets with the friends, shares a last meal that tastes like goodbye and asks them to take care of Su Qiao while he's away. Then he looks for Su Qiao in private, plays her songs he wrote thinking of her and, finally, confesses clearly. Nervous but honest, Su Qiao admits that she loves him too. They exchange small gifts, promise to stay in touch and not forget each other. Time passes and suddenly Lin Zilu stops writing. Su Qiao grows desperate. She thinks he forgot her or found someone else. Guan Jinjin calms her down. She tells her not to jump to conclusions, that sometimes there are reasons you can't see. Su Qiao decides to focus on her goal: studying, graduating and keeping her promise. The group finishes school, gets into good universities and celebrates. Fang Liang confesses to Guan Jinjin again in front of everyone, and this time she accepts. Su Qiao smiles for them, but her happiness is incomplete. Lin Zilu isn't there. On graduation night, the group pulls a prank. They sneak into the school, run through the hallways and laugh like kids. Su Qiao sees strange lights in a classroom, goes in thinking it's another joke, and finds the room full of lights, photos and memories. In the middle stands Lin Zilu. He came back to celebrate her birthday and congratulate her for getting into the university she wanted. Su Qiao is surprised. She doesn't understand how he knew the date. Lin Zilu makes it clear that he never forgot her. She confronts him about the silence. Lin Zilu explains that his father pressured him, that he needed to focus and that they wouldn't let him get distracted. But he fulfilled his goal, got into the university he wanted, and now he plans to chase his dream without losing her. Lin Zilu confesses again, this time with determination. He doesn't want to disappear anymore, he doesn't want to let her go. With tears and a smile, Su Qiao believes him. Their friends show up, celebrate, tease them and promise they'll stay together. What began as a prank war and a personality clash ends as something much nicer. A childhood reunion, a friendship that turned into love, and the decision to walk on the same side, even when life gets tough. Taking care of someone doesn't mean putting up with everything or losing yourself in the process. The moral of the drama is that being the person who fixes everything can turn into an invisible cage. When you're always the one who has to carry the load, you end up believing that asking for help means failing. But self-sufficiency without rest turns into exhaustion and accumulated anger. Setting boundaries is not selfishness. It's mental health and self-love. And learning to delegate is also a way of surviving without breaking. End of the drama.